Welcome back, everybody, to another episode of Conversations on the Rocks. It's your boy Ice back again.
And your boy Los Vegas. What's going on?
Happy summer. You know what I'm saying? It's hot as shit out there. But we want to welcome y'all to another episode. And we're gonna get right into it. We're opening shots. And the first topic we're gonna talk about in the open shots is racism. We kind of touched on it in one of the previous episodes, and it's just a lot going on right now. You know what I mean? Outside, you can see protests in the streets. A lot of people are emboldened, coming out more. More racism is coming to the forefront, probably because our camera phones and we can take pictures and video. But the first topic we're going to talk about, as far as it relates to racism, is the Amy Cooper case. Recently, if you don't know about Amy Cooper, it's the lady who was in Central Park, who called in New York, called the police on a black man who was just out watching birds. I don't know too many black bird watchers, but yeah, shout out to him. Right. Christian Cooper, no relation, and he had asked her to put a leash on her dog because they was out in the park, and that was actually law. It had signs and everything out in the park. Right. And so she begins to call the police, tell him that she's going to call the police, and says she's threatened by a black man. You know what I mean? So she actually was charged. Well, she was I don't think they pressed charges yet, but they're trying to press charges on her. And come to find out, Christian Cooper, in the case, he didn't want to press charges. Right. You know what I mean? Right. And so the case in itself is why I was watching the video. If you probably put a clip here. But if you haven't, go Google it. It's just wild, kind of seeing that on tape where a black man is just chilling, but you kind of can see although she lied, she wasn't in danger, her life wasn't threatened. Right. The fact of her calling the police, and he could have possibly lost his life. The police coming there with police killing a lot of black people on the streets. Right. Because, you know what I mean, in this particular instance, this white woman, she was fearful that man could have lost his life. And so the fact that he doesn't want to press charges, what's your take on that, and do you agree with him not pressing charges? Yeah,
my take on it, first off, I'm really upset about this whole situation. Me and we were talking about it earlier. I'm when you see the tape, the man is obviously 10 to 15 feet away from her. All he asked was for her to put her dog on a leash, which I have a problem with also. I don't care. You know what I'm saying? I don't know your dog like that. You know what I'm saying? He'll never bite nobody. Nigga, we from the hood too. Remember they used to tell you, oh, my pit bull don't bite. Yeah, alright. Get next to that nigga, you ready to go. But honestly, that story right there makes me very mad. I'm glad it was caught on tape, and I'm glad that she is facing charges. Like you said, he doesn't want to. The guy does not want to press further charges. Now his wife wants to press charges, and I agree with her. But I can also, again, I was talking about this. I feel like he's trying to really make a balance between this whole racism thing. I guess you need to blow it out of proportion, but I guess is it to us? I guess as black people, we've been through a lot anyway. So it's this is just another one. Yeah. Anything, I think he feels more comfortable knowing it was caught on tape. We're going to see this, because I would love to be in a courtroom when this is played and Amy Cooper's on the stand, and you say, "So, Miss Cooper, so you were attacked viciously by this black man?" You know what I'm saying? Yes, Miss, roll the tape. And she is dramatic with it. She's screaming. Yeah. She's he's attacking me and my dog. Right. And bitch, he's 10 to 15 feet away from me.
She damn near trying to have this whole act, this whole performance that she did. She damn near almost killed her dog, strangled her dog up. You know,
with the leash.
She was up in the air.
He wasn't even on. Yes. Yeah,
so
that's
she
wild.
didn't give a damn about her dog's life at all.
Right.
But yeah, it's just to watch the imagery of that. You know what I mean? Just kind of go down.
And what's so funny is like this whole time while she's putting on is that, bitch, you were being filmed. We saw you.
Right.
Like we saw you from start to finish. We saw you. And that's it. But it's disturbing. And like I said, honestly, I myself really want to see this pushed all the way to the limit. And I think if this was reversed, this would have been no question. We'd be looking at 25 to life.
Nah, I agree. I feel like, you know what I mean, she should, you know what I mean, if I was in that situation, I probably would, just because of what could have happened if there was no camera, the police were there, you know what I mean?
If this wasn't caught on film,
I heard
would probably be different.
Christian Cooper, his kind of take on why he didn't want to press charges is he felt as though white America kind of gets left off the hook. You know what I mean? You're off the hook. He kind of felt like once she did get whatever justice or whatever, white people can be like, okay, well, this happened and everything's fair, and you know what I mean? Or she got what she deserved, versus really thinking about the bigger issue and the whole act of her calling the police, feeling like she's threatened. Why women do that, you know what I mean? So I kind of feel him on that, although I would press charges. And I feel like in order to make it, for people to look at the issues rather than what the outcome is, actually paying attention to where, you know what I mean, where some white women feel like they need to call the police on black men.
Right.
And in dealing with that, which kind of gets me into the next part of the segment, which is Karens, right? Like a lot of us, we've made this term Karens, you know what I'm saying? Sally's, Peggy's, whatever, you know what I'm saying? We kind of make a joke out of what is really serious, you know what I mean? Some things which is people have lost their lives, you know what I mean? You go back to Emmett Till and how he, you know what I'm saying, he was killed by, you know what I'm saying, and like brutally, based off of a lie from a white woman saying that he whistled at her. You know what I mean? So fast forward decades to this day, we have these Karens. I don't like, and I guess I'm not really mad at this term. I just think we have to be mindful of like how serious this is. You know what I mean? And not really put a joke on it. You know what I mean? They're going up.
Right.
And so I feel like we can kind of talk about that. Like, just why do we feel white women are like threatened or feel the need that they can just call the police and something can happen to this person, they can be taken away, you know what I mean, and lie about it. Because in this case, similar to the Emmett Till case, the girl lied.
Amy Cooper.
And Amy Cooper is lying on camera. You see what I'm saying? Yeah. So I think that it's a scary thing, some of these different things, but I think white America really has to talk about it, and we really have to figure out like why is it necessary to call the police? Why does she feel that to be threatened? Just because did she not think logically when she saw the camera that, you know what I mean?
What did you think he was doing? Like
you didn't think that it would get out? You thought, you know what I mean, you were bigger than the camera? Like what?
She probably thought he couldn't afford one. She probably thought he couldn't afford one.
It's just kind of wild and fascinating. And like troubling to me, you know what I mean, that even in this day and age, black people, you know what I mean, can't work. I won't just say black men, like black people, black women as well, kids, can't walk this earth and feel safe, you know what I mean. They have to think twice, you know what I mean, about certain things and how they move and act in life because of people like these Karens, you know what I mean, calling the police on them, and we've been seeing them pop up in social media a lot, you know what I mean. What's your
I agree with you, and I feel like everything that you just said, as far as like us as black people, educate your kids, man, like for real. You know what I'm saying? Like, because what they say, history repeats itself.
Yeah.
And we're really going through that right now, honestly.
Right.
We are really going through that. We have a president that says whatever, does whatever.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like you just said, the Emmett Till, the Amy Cooper. Like, this is real. Like, we're seeing this. Like, this is live. Y'all are seeing this on real live camera. This was not edited. This was not Photoshop. No nothing. And it's really disturbing. And with that being said, like, educate your kids. Probably like I'm an 80s baby. It was a lot of things I probably thought was like nerdy, like this and never. I don't even need this. Like, I'm gonna be in the hood forever. Hey man, that shit don't last forever, man. And it's really not the wave. You know what I'm saying? And I don't say that towards anybody that has to be there, because we still grinding too. But at the same time, like, for your child to walk in and be educated, like, there's really nothing wrong with that. For your child to be a nerd or just know everything, like, hey, that's cool. And I just want to say this real quick. That reminds me of my mother. Like, my mother took me to an opera. Never thought about an opera. Like, that's white people shit. I'm not into that shit. I don't even understand that shit. But then one day I remember being at work, and I told this white person that I've been to an opera, and he was shocked. Like, you been to an opera? I was like, yeah. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I sat up in the little balcony or all that other stuff like that. Still didn't really give a fuck about the opera, but to have that experience or whatever like that was like, and the shock on his face, I think really did it for me. And it was just like, damn, like, I really need to teach my kids, you know what I'm saying, or show them other shit, other sides, you know what I'm saying? Like, the hood ain't everything. The hood is good, you know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, we all black, so I understand what it is. Some of us came from the projects, the hood, whatever, like that. But I mean, to have your child educated, like, it's okay. It's really okay. Like, for your child to be a nerd, or, you know what I'm saying, that everything, because you always want your kids to be better than you.
Of course.
So, you know what I'm saying, exactly, success and everything like that. But just to see that look on his face was like, you've been to an opera, like, I can't go to an opera? Like, is it really that too much? You know what I'm saying? But it also makes me think back to, like, I've had cousins that hadn't been out of their city. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like, that's shocking to me. Like, that's weird to me. You've never been outside of their city or whatever.
That limited worldview, that limited, like, being able to only be in a certain square mileage or a certain area for most of your life limits your views, limits your experiences, limits just your education on the world, life, cultures, you know what I mean, everything.
And that's, I mean, and then again, I honestly just feel like that's how white people view us. You know, we're ignorant, we're stupid. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like I say, history is about to repeat itself in the same transition or some. But yeah, like, it just, if you're not educated, that's how white folks view us. We're not educated, we can't read, we can't do this and stuff like that. So just be mindful, take everything for granted, really, I guess, you know what I'm saying, whatever. So, yeah, really get into that. And like I said, the more educated, the more better. Because, like, white people look at us like that, so.
No doubt. Alright, so we're going to get into our next segment, which is the entertainment update. So we're going to take a shot for that and get right into it. And the first thing we're going to jump into in the entertainment update is, I mean, the story everybody's been talking about, the August Alsina, Jada Pinkett Smith whole entanglement, right?
Entanglement. That's what it's called, huh? Entanglement.
That's what the word's been so far. The word of the summer has been entanglement, which is kind of what this story is all about. So, kind of give you a background. We haven't been caught up to speed with what's been going on. You've been under a rock. August Alsina had an interview with Angela Yee from The Breakfast Club, and I haven't seen it actually. I ain't gonna lie. I've just seen snippets, but what everybody's been talking about is him come out and saying that he's had a relationship with Jada Pinkett Smith. Everybody thought he was lying. He looked thought he looked wild as shit with his hair and how he had his hair pink and all that. Come to find out, sometime later, Jada Pinkett Smith, comes out on her Red Table Talk podcast or show on Facebook, I believe it is, to talk about it. You know what I mean? It's a show where they keep it real, talk about real issues, and so I actually commend them and applaud them for even coming out. They didn't have to come out and talk about it. They could just let that shit die.
That's real.
But they got in front of it, so I respect them for that. And them, meaning it was Jada and Will Smith at the table, at the Red Table Talk. And they were having a dialogue about the whole situation, the ups and downs they have in their relationship, how they went together. And then Jada admits to the fact that her and August had an entanglement. So, and then it's funny because Will, in different parts of the show or the episode of the Red Table Talk or whatever, you can see he has different faces. He has, you know what I'm saying? He's actually comical at different points of it. He also said shit like, "Oh, I'm gonna get you back." You know what I'm saying?
He handled it like a G.
And she was like, "Well, I think you already did." But yeah, she actually admitted that they did have a relationship. So yeah, the whole thing is just wild. And now come to find out, I guess August has some music coming out. And it's this big thing, so
right.
Yeah, man. Like, what's your thoughts on the situation, man? And
man, let me sum this up for y'all, man. Look, first off, August, man, you wild for this shit, man. For real. The for real talk on every man code ever, nigga. You wasn't even supposed to say shit.
Right.
Second of all, I saw some of the interview, like he said, the snippets. Damn. August said, if I die today, if I die today, I'm okay. Basically, he said he okay because he been with Jada Pinkett Smith. Let me tell you something, man. Jada put that pussy on that boy. Hey, look, Jada put that set it off pussy on his head, okay? Y'all remember her and set it off? Yeah, she put that on. Oh, matter of fact, my favorite, Menace to Society. Remember when she brought Kane into the bedroom? Kane was like, oh, no, I can't do this. She said, nigga, no, lay back. I'm gonna do this. She did that. Or my other favorite, Jason's lyrics. She said, he poured the water all on my feet and massaged me. And remember when they was in the store? TV's all that. Y'all remember? And on top of this, Jada has been with Tupac. Okay? Like, I mean, come on, bruh. Look, Jada, look, I'm telling you, first off, Jada was not wrong for what she did. Because Will admitted, said they was going through their little entanglement. Right. You know, they was going to separate. But for August to bring that out like that, you was wrong for that all the way, bruh. All the way. Disrespectful. You would never get old pussy again, ever. You will never get another Kruger again. Like, all the Krugers right now just dropped their side piece. Say, you know what, nigga, we done. Right. And I really think August did that because, Jada said it was like 4 years before it even came out.
Right.
With that being even said, I think, for him to come out with it now, I think, like, Jada was probably like, nigga, me and Will, we good. Like, we about to work this out. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I can't deal with you no more. And August said, fuck that, I'm about to do it. And like you said, now what I brought up was, he dropped music. Now, I haven't heard one goddamn song from I ain't heard one fucking song from this album yet. They playing all his old shit.
Right, yeah.
I haven't heard, dog. I've been listening to the radio, all this, dog. And I also feel like you said, Jada and Will, they brought it to the forefront before the internet went raw with it and just ran with this stupid ass story or whatever like that. Again, Jada did nothing wrong. It was already talked about that they were split, but I feel like all three of them should be on that fucking show, and I hope Will beats your motherfucking ass too, son. Nigga, you was 14 when he did Pursue the Happiness, nigga. Shut the fuck up. But for real, I think they should bring him on the show and they should talk about it. Let's see how much truth really comes out, because like August is running with it right now. Right. He's gaining a lot of success, whatever, like that. Like we're watching him, but on top of that, I don't even know if anybody really gives a fuck about that shit. Honestly,
yeah,
really don't.
I know Will Smith. He probably like, man, I don't be telling my like all my side pieces. They quiet. Like keep a little side.
Quiet as shit. Jada ain't had the money for it. You ain't have enough money to keep that nigga quiet. But she said she was hurt though. From the clip, you know, that we saw and everything, she said they was hurt, that she was hurt, and that they had been through a lot, and it just, I guess it just feels like, you know, I guess we on the outside looking in. Even niggas with money got problems. More money, more problems, man. Yeah. That's real.
So I guess we could just sum that up into it was an entanglement.
Yeah.
But the next thing we could get into is sports. You know what I mean? Sports is starting to come back a little bit. The NBA. They're supposed to come back in a bubble this month, end of this month. You know what I'm saying? You got the NFL around the corner. So I know there's a lot of things going on in the NFL. You know what I mean? From a lot of trades, a lot of Tom Brady going to the Bucks, Cam Newton.
Patriots, nice move.
Yeah. I like that move as well. And then just all the different contracts that are coming on. Speaking of like Patrick Mahomes.
Get your money, young boy.
Yeah,
get your money.
So yeah, it's a lot of stuff that's going on. What's some things that are
some other things in sports. You're a Redskins fan. How you feel about the name change? The name changing. You know what I'm saying? The name is changing over there in DC.
I feel like it's overdue. I feel like now companies are feeling like it's the time to do some of these things. But ultimately, I don't think it's anything that the ownership wanted to do. You know what I mean? No. It's money play. You know what I'm saying? Like FedEx is taking their name off of, or threatening to take their name off the field and shit. You know what I mean? And we got Amazon, all these other companies taking their merch off of, you know what I'm saying, their websites and things of that nature. I feel like it's overdue. You know what I mean? I feel like it's been time. You know what I'm saying? We've been talking about this for years in the past, and now is the time to do a lot of these different things. You know what I mean? Right the wrongs, take the statues down, take the flags down, the federal flag.
I was gonna get
like
into
the
that.
naming of these different streets that have like slave owners and all this, like changing it. Like you have to, because you go to different countries.
More racism.
You don't see Hitler statue in Germany. You don't see like an oppressor in none of these different countries where they oppress now. So
well, another thing about the NFL, also dealing with the Redskins. I don't know if you heard, the ownership is also under an investigation right now as far as like the cheerleaders that was on the field. A sexual harassment lawsuit is now coming out on them. There was a certain hallway they wouldn't walk down, or they used to say they would go down the hallway, get harassed by the players, or mainly the owners. It really wasn't the players, but a couple of players said whatever. Who was ever in the press box, all that stuff like that. So that's also something to really look into. I'm going to look into it a little bit more, but there's a lady right now, one of the cheerleaders is actually pressing charges. Got some more cheerleaders coming out talking about that and stuff like that. But then they'll also talk about the stuff you were talking about, the Tom Brady going to Tampa Bay. I think that's a good move for Tampa Bay because of who he is. And Tom Brady got money, but they gave him a nice contract, and he only signed for a year. Cam Newton is also signed for a year in the Patriots, which I think was a good move for Cam. I think him being out there with Belichick, I think that I think that's a good ass look.
Potential to ball out of this.
Yeah, I think that's a good look. And Patrick Mahomes, man. brought that money back. He brought that money back. You hear me? With
half a billion.
Goodness, $500 million. That man went and got that bag. You went and got that bag. Salute to you, young boy. For real, for real. If I'm not mistaken, Patrick is only 23.
Yeah.
$500 million, got a 10-year contract. $50 million is guaranteed. I know you was discussing this. Is that every year? I'm not really sure, but I would assume it's got to be every year because $500 million, and nobody is really. I have to say I'm a Pittsburgh fan. Shout out to Big Ben, the whole Pittsburgh squad, but Patrick throws that football like a baseball. His dad was a baseball player. He's been around baseball. He's been around stars, so nothing is really new to Patrick, and he's really handling this. Hopefully, he handles this really responsibly.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? We've seen a lot of people get these big ass contracts, young boys like himself, and fuck that up. Hopefully, he doesn't do that. I salute him.
Yeah.
Go get your money, man. Like, but 50 mil is guaranteed. And I don't know if that's every year, but even if it is every year, which probably sounds right. Damn.
Yeah.
Like every year, like
getting that baseball money.
getting that baseball money.
Salute to him. He deserves it, man. He was the MVP.
MVP.
The Super Bowl MVP of the last season, and he
won
won
the Super Bowl.
So,
and won the Super Bowl. So he definitely deserves that.
Bad dude. So,
but he's good. He's good. I like Patrick. Honestly, I think he's a great quarterback. Really. And honestly, I just think he has a style of his own. Honestly, I've been watching football for a while, so I've never seen nobody throw it. And I'm talking about he throws it like a football. I mean, like a baseball. Excuse me. And gets it in the tight spots, man. And he's tough. He runs. He's everything you probably want in the quarterback, for real. Honestly. Everything.
I agree. Yeah, it's gonna be interesting watching him
develop
when everything with sports does open back up and start back. So shout out to the boy Kansas City.
Shout out.
That was the entertainment update. We're gonna get into our last segment, which is last call. The bar is closing up shop. Where we get into information that we just wanted to talk about before the show wrapped up, and I think with everything going on, it's a lot of wild and interesting things that are just happening in 2020. This period, from COVID to the protests to lockdowns to racism. And now we got your boy Kanye 2020. He's running for the presidential election. And I felt like we had to talk about this, you know what I mean, because he actually really registered. There's actually legal documents that say that he's registered with the birthday party. Oh man, I can't even.
The birthday party, huh?
The birthday party.
You did that, Kanye.
And he's actually, I think he has some type of meeting or gathering or something going on. I think it's happening towards maybe in a week or so. I forget where it's at, but you can go register on his website to be a part of it. It's actually an event that they're going to have people social distancing, wearing masks. So before I get into the only thing that I would really want to be a part of a Kanye presidential run is the music and the entertainment that will be around it. But yeah, I guess we could jump into do we take this serious, man? What is our thoughts about Kanye and running for president? And would you vote for Kanye?
My thing is, no, I wouldn't vote for Kanye. Again, people really keep your eyes open, man. I think this, again, man, you see how our government is really just going to shit. I'm not even gonna lie to you. I got folks in the military, all that shit. From Donald Trump to now a rapper as my president? The nigga that makes Yeezys? The nigga nigga that made the holy clothing line?
Right.
Dog, come on, man. Y'all can't take this seriously, and black folks, please don't go for this. Do not go for this. Look, our day, it was Al Sharpton. Remember that day he ran for it? Nigga, we weren't going for that. And we're not going for you neither, Kanye. Come on, dog. Did Jesus walk with you, nigga? We're not going with him. We're not going with him.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Up top 2B says, not going with that nigga. Not doing it, dog, for real. Not doing it, for real. And ladies and gentlemen, for real, anybody, I don't give a fuck if you're a fan, whatever. I get it, I get it. I get it. I'm a fan of Snoop Doggy Dogg. I don't want that nigga as my president. That's my nigga. That's my nigga. I know what's gonna happen. Dog, don't do this. Do not do this. Okay? For real, the Kanye West shit. And for real, and some more light on that too. I talked about this, and if you do not remember, Kanye West called Donald Trump his daddy. His daddy. He said, this nigga, he's like a father to me. What? Who, Kanye? Nigga, y'all not even the same color. How's he like a daddy to you? And make America great again, huh? Stop playing, man. Y'all better stop playing. Kanye West, no. Kanye, he doing the music, he doing the Yeezys, he fucking Kim. Don't you get up in the motherfucking way and y'all vote for this nigga here. I'm gonna tell y'all right now. We're going down. We're going down. Okay? The Kanye. Jesus. Jesus was.
It's wild, man. It's just wild to even think about. I remember, I think it was like years ago, he was jokingly talking about, I guess not joking now, he was saying years ago how he was going to run for the president. And I don't know, maybe he sees now that anybody can, and so why not let me throw my hat in the ring.
We might as well run too. I'm running. I'm going for it. Your boy Las Vegas is going for presidency. Slim, I'm going. Like shit, where I'm in my 30s, where by my...
Could you imagine Kanye as the president? Like, he just be...
Yeah, I can. Yes, I can.
He just be saying...
Yes, I can. First off, the only cool thing about him being president, he gonna paint the White House. He gonna paint the motherfucking White House. He gonna put a Yeezy sticker all over the White House. Everywhere. That's gonna be fresh. And I would also go to the Easter hunt. I'm going to beat Southwest, Northwest. I'm going to see all them. The Kardashians there turning the fuck up. I'm going. Yes, I'm going. I'm going. But I'm telling, please, y'all. No. But plus, don't you have to have some political background to run for presidency?
Certainly not. What you mean?
I guess not. Hey, I'll tell you right there. I fucked up in history all day. I don't give a fuck about that. I'm running. So y'all gonna see my campaign. Ice, you better be the first nigga to fuck. I'm going for it. Why not?
That's wild.
Yeah.
That's wild. Well, yeah, that's the last call, man. I appreciate everybody out there for taking a watch, clicking a like, you know what I mean,
yeah,
subscribing. Our subscribers going up. Shout out to all the subscribers out there. All the people who, some of our staunch advocates who really, you know what I'm saying, follow the show, give us great feedback. We appreciate you.
Thank y'all.
You know what I mean? We're going to keep growing this show, making it better. We would love to hear the suggestions. We're going to put the social media everywhere here. So we're going to start having people suggest topics, you know what I mean, ask questions for the different segments. And we want to get more of the viewers, more engagement, you know what I'm saying? So thank y'all for tuning in, and yeah, man, anything you want to leave it with?
Yeah, I do want to leave it with this. Shout out to my man Mario Rivas, my man Rio. His father died. He was like a Spanish father to me, man. I love that dude, so shout out to the whole family.
Peace, man.
I really miss him. And then, like he just said, everybody that's been responding, shout out to all the watchers from T.E., Debbie, Smoke, Toya, Bones, you know what I'm saying? Alyssa, Kenny, anybody that's been, you know, responding to us on Facebook and been just sending us back with feedback. Again, we do need that. We're going to open up some more communication lines for y'all to get involved. So we thank y'all for that and continue to keep watching, man. Conversations on the rocks, man. We here.
Salute, man. Cheers. Always have them conversations on the rocks, baby.